Hey guys, this is Nick from forexfornoobs.com with my midday analysis. If you enjoy this analysis and my other videos, hit the subscribe button below this video. Subscribing to my YouTube channel gives you an instant notification whenever I add a new video. Also, please hit the like button below if you find this video useful. So before I start the analysis, I want to explain how it works so you can actually use it in your trading. On most Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I hold a live analysis session for my Forex Mastermind students. These sessions are recorded and posted to YouTube. I say most because some days I'm busy and other days I'm not trading, and I have a rule: when I'm not trading, I do not post analysis. In the analysis, I look for price action reversal setups on around 10 to 20 pairs that I'm currently trading. I check every time frame for every pair, taking a systematic approach to doing analysis. Personally, I do this analysis several times per day, but only the midday session is recorded as most setups are spotted then. So what are setups? A reversal setup occurs when price stalls at an area of support resistance and a transition of power occurs, from buyers to sellers or from sellers to buyers. I wait for price to approach these areas and spot potential setups. But these setups are not actual trades. When I share a setup on this analysis, it doesn't mean I'm entering the trade right away. Setups are just setups, and many setups do not trigger, so they never actually become trades. But some of them do, of course, and some of them become trades. To understand this, you have to know a little bit about my strategy, which I share for free on forexfornoobs.com, and there's a link to the strategy also below. I use 4 different tags in the name of these analysis videos. The tags are in brackets at the end of the name. It's important to know these tags just so you understand what is in the video. So if you see no setups, that means there are no setups today, obviously. If you see upcoming setups on, that means there are no setups, but I have spotted some very strong support resistance areas, which may lead to setups later in the day. So that could be anywhere between a few hours to a whole day. And if it's tagged with setups on, that means there are setups today, and I'm sharing potential trades in the video itself. So let's get started with the analysis. Today is Wednesday, the 30th of August 2017. Time is 15:02 here in the UK. You're looking at a USD CHF 4-hour chart. So let's get into the analysis. Yesterday, I shared 2 trades with you guys. 2 trades, USD CHF a long, Euro USD short. And wow, they turned out well, didn't they? Shame I didn't personally get into them, because I was waiting for the 12-hour chart and they happened way too fast. So I in fact missed these trades. I might have entered them, but I was waiting for the 12-hour close, so I didn't bother to look back on my charts until I think it was like 6-7 hours later, and by then it was just way too late. I was just doing other stuff yesterday, so I didn't really check on my charts, and stupidly I didn't set alarms. This was just pure laziness, guys, and laziness cost me money. Being lazy cost me money. Because I could have got into these trades. I could have got in on maybe the 6-hour possibly. I mean, I'm not saying 100% I would have got in. I'm just saying that I was a bit lazy and it cost me, or it could have cost me had I entered these trades. But whatever, that's life. Did anyone get into these ones? Well, I know some of you did. I'm not sure if anyone in here did. You did, Tom? Nice. Small lot size. Fair enough. You base it on USD CHF or on Euro USD? I know a few people, a few advanced Forex Mastermind, sorry, a few Forex Mastermind members who jumped in, but I think a lot of us were probably waiting for that 12-hour close. Well, anyway, you know, what can you do? I should have been paying more attention, to be honest. I didn't. But it happens. To anyone who got into these trades, nice, good work. I'm glad it worked out for you. I got a lot of thank you emails today when I woke up. And sorry guys, but I just can't respond to all of them. I got like, I think over 20 emails when I woke up this morning from people saying, thanks for the trades yesterday. Thanks for the USD-CHF trade. Do you do trading signals? Can you send me some trading signals? To which the answer is no, I don't do trading signals. And I guess I'll just reply to everyone who emailed me in this analysis so I don't have to write separate emails. And I guess my reply is, no problem. I'm glad I could help. But yeah, I just can't respond to 20 plus emails. It's just too much, guys. I'm sorry. So anyway, yeah, let's just get on with the analysis, guys. So USD-CHF worked out really well. Bam, went shot straight up. What's it doing now? It's breaking above this resistance area. It's pushing above this resistance area. So there's not really much opportunity for a short trade here. Let's see what happens as it pushes up, because we could get a kind of continuation here. So let's just see what happens. We'll keep a close eye on it, but it's not really any potential setup right there right now because we need it to move up and come back down first. Euro USD, what's going on with Euro USD? So Euro USD is starting to reverse from this high. As we all know, the euro has been climbing up for a long time. And a lot of people are saying that this is where it stops. I never like it when people say that. I think it's very, very hard to predict where a currency is going to, when a trend is going to die. I don't really try to predict when trends die. I just trade the setups I see along the way. So what I'm seeing right now, personally, is a strong potential for a continuation here if it comes down to this support level. So if price manages to sink down to this support level and we get indecision forming here, we get an indication that buyers are starting to take control, so bulls are starting to take control, then I might be tempted to enter a long trade here, a continuation. People might be right, the trend might be over, but a lot of people were saying the trend was over here because it started going sideways for a while, and it wasn't. Now a lot of people are saying the trend is over now, but is it going to be over? Who knows? I don't like to predict that kind of stuff. I don't like it to let it influence my trading. All I'm looking at right now is prices sinking into the support area. If we see indecision form on top of the support area, bam, we can go long and enter a continuation. All right. But again, that's not a potential setup right now, technically, because it hasn't really fallen into support. So we just have to wait and see. EURJPY, indecision forming on resistance. Yeah, bit messy. Yeah, I'm not interested in this. This is a good explanation as to why we switch timeframes. If you look at it on the right time frame, it looks like a reversal setup. But when you switch timeframes, the story becomes a little different. It's broken above, it's coming back down to it. We can see that on multiple timeframes. It just doesn't look like a really clean setup to me. Maybe if this forms as indecision, I might be tempted to enter. But you have to keep in mind that my stop loss, my rules for stop losses are above recent highs. So this is the recent high. So my stop loss would need to be here. My entry would need to be down there for the safest entry. Or if this candle closes as is, it would be here. But that's going to give us a pretty bad risk to reward ratio. Because when we look to the left, we see all that mess through there. It's just not really a clean setup. It's not something I'm interested in trading personally. It's just way too messy. Stop loss is too wide. It's just, nah, not going to do that. AUD New Zealand. Oh yeah, we were talking about this yesterday. It's a bit messy too, so nothing much has changed. AUD USD. Nothing much there. CAD JPY. Not much going on. Euro AUD. What's up with you? Ah, it's going long. A long kind of continuation trade there. Bit late to enter, but is anyone long there? You're long on EURJPY, George? It's not a bad setup, man. Going up. I guess it's in line with the overall trend. Yeah, it's definitely trending up. It's in line with the overall trend. Fibs on your side too. Nice. I don't use Fibonacci personally, but a lot of people mix Fibonacci in with my strategy and they have great results. So, awesome. What's your target? While you figure out your target, I'll take a quick look at EURJPY. EURJPY, we don't really have much support resistance in between here, just because we don't have that much data. I won't explain it again because I explained it in yesterday's analysis. If this reversal continues, where it's reversing from now on the daily, that'll probably give us a support resistance area through here. But as of right now, we don't have any solid support resistance. We could say that this bounce here was a support resistance area, but it really wasn't, because that big spike appears at different places depending on your charting provider. So some have a spike up to here, some have a spike only up to here. So that spike doesn't really mean much. It was just a crazy move. I can't really use it to place a resistance area. So the resistance area is probably, if this continues down and we get a solid bounce from there, I'm going to place a resistance area through here. But for right now, we don't have resistance, so I'm not going to trade it. Especially not going to counter such a strong trend without any resistance in the way. Back to George's EURJPY long. All right, up here before the resistance area. All right, cool. That's good, man. Decent setup, decent target. You've got it before the major resistance area. So that's all good. I agree, it can go further up. But generally the safest target is before major barriers like resistance. What I would personally suggest, if you're wanting to target more on that, is to close out part of the position there and make some adjustments, or use some sort of trailing stop. It depends, but I'd want to lock in some profits before major resistance. And this is in fact like a very strong resistance area, because we could see that bounce from it there, and it's pretty much the highest point it's been since over a year ago. That's the highest point there since over a year ago. So breaking through there is going to be a bit tough. So I'd be careful with targeting more than there without taking some profit out. All right, so we looked at EURJPY, EURJPY. Hello. Huh. Well, I'm just fixing this area up here. Okay, this looks quite interesting. Nice strong move up to resistance. This would be a counter trend trade. It's definitely trending up, but we could get in for a potential short trade. I'd probably have a small target on this one, 1.5 risk reward ratio, just like trying to target a little bit as it sinks back down. But overall trend is up, so I wouldn't want to have my target too low. If we look to the left, there's a lot of messiness, which would make it quite potentially make it quite difficult for price to move down. But from the looks of current indecision, which is not going to close for some time, it looks okay on the 12 hour too. So this might be a potential 12-hour setup. So let's look at it on the 12-hour right now. Got pretty tight stop loss that we can have there if we want our minimum stop loss to be that tight. But that will give us really a decent chance at hitting a 1.5 risk reward ratio target. So yeah, this is a potential setup here on EURJPY. Yeah, it's a good target. Let's keep a close eye on this one, guys. I might trade it on the 12-hour. I might trade it on the daily. I want to see how this one plays out, but it looks good right now. So what were we up to? We did Euro GBP. I don't think we did Euro New Zealand. All right, Euro New Zealand, prices above resistance. It's messy. I'm not that interested in anything there. GBP AUD might need to adjust some support resistance here. Actually, maybe not yet. It's a little messy. There's no setup there. GBPCAD. Hello. Whoa. Potential for continuation is quite huge here. It's a major bearish trend. I mean, the trend could have ended and then it wouldn't be a continuation, but it could also stall out on this resistance area and continue down. There's some potential here, definitely. Let's keep a close eye on it. This one, I wouldn't really call it a potential setup because we haven't got indecision forming yet, but it's on a strong area of resistance. And if indecision forms, we could potentially take a short there. So let's keep a close eye on that. GBPJPY, that one's just pushing up, bam, straight up. Can't do much with that. GBP New Zealand. Yeah, nothing much that we can do here. GBP USD. Yeah, you can't really do much there. New Zealand JPY. Nothing. New Zealand USD. I think a few people were in a reversal here. It was pushing up. It's come back down. I'm not sure if they've hit target. Well, I'm sure some of them have if they had a good target. Well, it depends on what entry they used. But yeah, there's nothing forming there right now. USD CAD is just headed up a little bit, but it's too late to enter any trade there. Okay, guys, so what do we have right now? We have a EURJPY potential short trade. We have a GBPCAD potential, well, I wouldn't call it a potential continuation, but this resistance area, which is the 1.6274, this resistance area is an area at which a continuation can form possibly in the coming hours. So let's keep a close eye on that. Let's keep a close eye on EURJPY, potential short here. Very tight target, but we could extend that target depending on what happens. But there's potential for a kind of a quick 1.5 hour reversal here, which would be nice, I guess. Any questions, guys? Thanks for watching the analysis. I hope it was useful. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button below. Also, for instant notifications when I post analysis or other cool videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button below. Once the setups I share in this analysis trigger, I post live updates as I manage the trade, such as my entry, exit, stop, and when to get out of the trade. For these updates, add me on Facebook or Twitter by clicking the buttons below. I'll see you in the next video.